I am not the genuine lover. I am the servant of every genuine lover. From my diary. The embodied soul may give up ordinary pleasure, but the taste for sense objects remains if, however, it can let go of this impulse as it experiences a higher taste, and thus a higher level of pleasure. It will soon become established in consciousness and, quote, from Bhagavad Gita 2.59.
There is no love in this world and in the next, but not will be tested. After every victory, it will get more reality. After every defeat, it rules its proof. Real love is unconditional and masters every challenge. How much conditions you will give in it will show the quantity of lust and self-interest you have in it. Enemies of love want to spread doubts in you. Devils want to even kill it, but angels want to protect it, and gods have already blessed it.
From JayJay Das's 2005 released album, The Desperate Need of Love Project.
Love, love, love. Millions and millions of books have been written directly or indirectly on the subject. And yet this one may be an exception among the many, as it deals with a kind of love that is very rare in this world, or rather rarely found and preserved. In the following articles of this work, I will therefore use the term genuine love. In the mother of all world languages, Sanskrit, it is also called prema or priti. Step by step, I would like to try to convey to the reader a sense of this grandiose, sublime, transcendental indeed, essentially anti-material love. Actually, I first knew the Sanskrit words just mentioned as well as the philosophy and the nectar that lies behind them. And then I looked for a title, a slogan so to speak, with which I could translate the inner meaning of the word prema into a current appealing title for this audiobook. I finally decided on genuine lover. Although this title can be complemented by many other terms and concepts that describe the same type just as well. Others would also call the same archetype, among others, ecstatic devotee, prema bhakta, or just devotee. All of these terms refer to the same extraordinary, rarely found person. And I have used all of these terms in the various articles according to my feelings. Essentially, one could say that I am addressing the spiritual hero and those who aspire to become one. Yes, my research aims to celebrate the cult of total selfless love. A love that has found its highest connection within the rasas, the tastes, the aesthetic exchanges on the spiritual planets of eternal time and space, beyond all material realms. A fraction of the taste of this love, lived by those spiritual heroes, has remained in the heart of the author ever since. And this fraction has been and still is scattered and spread in incredible ways into our immediate surroundings. It is expanding constantly since this love found its way into our universe. Now, a few thoughts that can be understood as an instruction manual for this video audio book. Upon first contact with, and while hearing through the genuine love story script, one or the other may be surprised by the permissiveness in my formulations, by the choice of my quotations, and by my concentration solely on the meaning of the translations of the Vedic texts I use herein. My arguments regarding the chosen presentation format are as follows. Firstly, my contribution is most intensely personally reflected. And second, I want to make the spiritual content of my articles appealing and up-to-date regarding the present time we are living in order to reach even those for whom this topic of transcendental self-realization and enlightenment is still completely new territory. After all, this genius love development, which is experienced by those who chant the holy names of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in association of other advanced souls, is a transnational, multicultural super revolution. And as an artist who is also one of the victims of modern pop culture, I would like to point out that every new generation, and especially that of the so-called Age of Aquarius, is increasingly tracking down trends that are original. Unfortunately, however, these trends are being dictated to us more and more aggressively via the media of the Wild West, which has been spreading seamlessly from America to Europe for several decades, and is currently even expanding more and more consistently to the Far East and India. Isn't it therefore clever of me to for once try to import a real heart cult from the Eastern Hemisphere to the West? All keen connoisseurs of the times may have long since noticed that spiritual atmospheres and symbols are not only blending into the video clips of the pop and trance scene, but now also helping in the marketing and promotion of everything from automobiles to cream desserts and perfume brands. May all experts and more tradition-conscious readers of the Vedic scriptures therefore forgive me right at the outset. Behind the scenes, the true meaning of this presentation will be revealed to all truly interested watchers. They will all be as deeply touched and as directly addressed as they allow themselves. As far as I'm concerned, my primary concern here is to create visions, to provide practical guidance, and to inspire rather than to satisfy scholars. Dear devotees, please therefore bite your lips when I take the liberty here and there to omit details in order to then set my desired priorities. My intention was to place the great sublime goal at the center, or rather the foreground. In doing so, the means of expression serve the purpose rather than the other way around.
Who benefits from statements being made that perhaps only an elite of initiates can understand, but which find no resonance with the fresh, desperate blood on the street? While writing this script, I therefore asked myself repeatedly whether I had succeeded in standing up for the meaning and purpose of this transcendental path. The genuine lover should therefore be understood more as a kind of spark setter. Now about the content. A mind touched by ecstatic love no longer reconciles itself with the processes of consumer relationships. But what to do? In plain English, we thirst. How can we even tolerate one more day that we scratch our backs in the name of spiritual charity? But in the next breath, set out to defame the dignity of our eternal identity by constantly crucifying each other. Some of us are long overripe for the next step, having reached the ultimate limit of what sensual pleasure has to offer us. Nevertheless, our soul is far from at rest. No, even worse, weren't the various attempts to satisfy our hunger thwarted by this inevitable powerlessness? A powerlessness that only made us more dissatisfied and even more hungry, soon almost paralyzing us. If you have tried again and again to refine your capacity for love, but are still not satisfied with your results, if, for example, you do not want to pursue a mediocre and stereotypical marriage, or a life of homemaking, and in many ways are somehow always striving to do something different, if you demand a nectar of true immortality and the unforgettable fire of the ultimate possibilities, of being human rumbles within you, if it seems to you that your life is like dancing on a volcano, if you want to avoid falling further into the pit of inertia and laziness towards spiritual life, if you are afraid of the zombie of habit, the self-evident monotony of a materialistic everyday life, if something constantly torments you in your heart and you long for the final victory over your weaknesses, if you could become furious about it all year after year, but you see no noticeable changes or liberations in the prison of your false ego costume, then it may be a relevant coincidence that you are about to review my modest suggestions in my Genuine Lover video series, starting today on YouTube.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just imagine if God is a person, under all the other persons, one supreme person, and all what we do and create has its origin in Him. Fantastic. Not material element, body out of earth, fire, water, ether, mind, intelligence and false ego. No, transcendental body, spiritual element, spiritual planet, kingdom of God. And all the wonderful music in this world is only a very, very meek, distorted, perverted, shallow shadow version from the music emanating from his transcendental flute, with which he is able to pull and attract all delivered living entities towards him. He is Purusha, supreme enjoyer, and we want to be enjoyer here because we are part and parcels of him. But indeed, we would be much more blissful and happy if we can become the enjoyed by the Supreme. Instead, to imitate him in an insignificant, tiny way, if we are now incarnated in a female or a male body. Therefore, in this material world, we are all playing the enjoyer, man or woman. But the Leela, the game in the spiritual kingdom of God, is we are the enjoyed and express our love for the Supreme in being enjoyable for others. No egoism, no exhibitionistic follower macho self in love game, but pure dedication and ecstatic surrender will make us truly fulfilled and happy. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.